I'm Gloria Horsley, and I'm interviewing Dr. David Meagher, a professor emeritus, City University of New York, and we're talking about helping children cope with death. He's the author of Zach and His Dog. Hi, David.
Hello, Gloria.
It's good to talk to you. Is it necessary to talk about death with young children in the absence of a family loss?
When is it appropriate to teach a child how to swim? When the child is drowning or before the child is in that kind of situation? Children have been learning about death. We may not realize it, but they've been learning about death almost from birth. The nursery rhymes, the lullabies, many of those included issues of death. So a child has had some experience. Then they watch television. You see the death of characters on television, in stories. They're constantly confronting issues around death and dying. We just don't take the time to sit and discuss this with them. A child knows when there's a crisis in the family. They can see how other people are reacting very differently than prior to this crisis. When they're not allowed to know what's taking place, when they're not allowed to participate in what's taking place, they begin to feel that maybe in some way it's because they did something wrong. If I visit the hospital, if I see everybody's trying to help that person, if they're working very hard to keep my father alive, but I see that there's a progression of weakness, of his moving towards death, it's less of a concept leap.
Well, what happens when there's the death and, you know, the funeral is going to be on and all that? Should the child attend the funeral, graveside services, burial? You know, who should make this decision?
I think when a child is at an age where they're able to communicate their thoughts and feelings and ask questions, then that decision should be the child's. But before we ask the child to make that decision, we have to let the child know what's going to take place, why we're having a funeral, how people are going to be acting, especially if they see that child there, what people are going to be saying, what is a eulogy, what they may see. I think that the child then, if decides that he or she wants to go to the funeral, we have to find a person who is not a primary griever, but who knows the child and child feels comfortable with, to sit with the child, because during the funeral, the child may say, wow, this is more than I expected, and I've got to get out of here. If the child decides not to go to the funeral, then I think the child should be allowed to stay home, not go to school, not go to a neighbor's house, but stay in their own house. And again, have a person, an adult who's not a primary griever, stay with that child, because during the period that the rest of the family's away, the child's going to want to know what's going on. If there's a graveside ritual, again, the child should be the one who makes the decision. Again, after we tell them what's going to take place, why we're doing this, what's going to happen. Now, a child going to the cemetery, this is the first time they were there. This is a wonderful place. What an adventure. I stood at the graveside for 5 minutes. Now I want to go exploring. If we have a person who's not a primary griever can walk away with that child and explain to him what all these stones mean, these monuments, why they're there, what they signify. It enables the child to feel they can ask questions. Children should be allowed to be children in this whole process. Don't blame death on God. Don't blame death on other people, and don't blame the death of a loved one on yourself. Because when we do that, we create tremendous problems for the child.
David Meagher, thank you so much.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Until next time when you think of me, may your heart be light and your spirit free. May all things lucky, great and small, bless your life. But most of all, may angels come to whisper in your ear. Next time is almost here. Until next time, may you trust in fate. You know good things always come to those who wait. Just like the ocean reaches for the shore, my thoughts can touch you. Just like before.